What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. The day is finally here, guys. The day when everyone who started playing the game for at least 7 days is getting a free legendary champion. Like you guys can see it on the screen right here. Everybody is getting a free legendary champion. Yes, you are getting multiple free legendary champions, but you gotta log in for weeks and weeks and months to put your hand on those legendary champions, right? But because Raid is going through a massive ad campaign, they actually partner up with Ninja, who's a big streamer, and they decided to make him an in-game character and do some madness overall out there. The champion, once you get him, you're gonna get to keep him till the end of times, guys, because some people are talking nonsense out here and are telling you that the champion is gonna expire after 3 months. No, it's not. The offer is gonna expire after 3 months. So that means in 3 months from now, if you log in the game, you won't have a chance to get Ninja for free, right? I'm not sure if you can summon the champion or no afterwards, but you can simply not get the champion for free by just logging in for 7 days in the game. That's everything that changes. Now, before we move over to talk about the champion, the builds, test him out in dungeons, and of course, he's a boss slayer. That's what we want to see from him. I just want to let you know, guys, if you enjoy the music you hear in the video, I partner up with Soundstripe, which is a royalty-free music library. So if you're a music enthusiast, a content creator, generally just like music, feel free to check them out, man. They have some dope music. I'll be leaving the link in the description down below. Plus, I can save you a 15% if you use code Skratch on checkout. Now, moving over to Ninja, right? Let's see. What is this bad boy capable to do, of course, and how many books he needs? Let's have a quick look at that first. We need 4 books in the A1, 5 in the A2, and 4 more in the A3, and none for the passive, right? So that brings us up to a total of 13 books. Of course, Raid, they already sell the instant power pack. Everything you need to get your ninja up and running. Silver, energy, chickens, magic brews to level him up all the way to 60, all the superior potions you need to fully ascend him, and all the books, everything you need to get your ninja up and running at 60 in a matter of seconds. This is just like, is it worth it now? I mean, up to you, if you have nothing else better to do with your money. But let's have a quick look at the champion, guys. I just wanted to show you that on the side because as soon as I leveled him up, I just had that pack popping in and I was like, damn, they're pretty smart with it, right? But honestly, I went out of my way, guys, and I built him on a kind of like a trashy gear, okay? I'm sorry, but endgame player looking at this build is kind of trashy build. It's fine. I just wanted to give the free-to-play players, low spenders, mid-game players out there sort of an idea of how the champion will perform in your own build, okay? And we don't have him booked at the moment. So the rest of the players, endgame players, crazy guys that like to see proper builds on champions, to see how the champions perform at full potential, you just gotta give me a few minutes. We're gonna fully book the champion afterwards and we're gonna try him on a Savage set. The way we want to see this champion in action, right? But let's have a quick look at the skills. So we have the A1 attacks 1 enemy, has a 60% chance to land defense down for 2 turns, also fills this champion's turn meter by 15% when used against bosses. Like Plarium, they weren't stupid, guys. They knew that they're gonna make a good champion. So what they said, everybody's gonna run him in the clan boss. Well, let's stop everyone from running him in the clan boss in any team and give him turn meter on the A1. So unfortunately, it's not impossible to tune him, but it will take a bit of time till people will start figuring out different teams and how to modify all the speeds for the entire team to be able to use the champion. And of course, it might not work in Relentless, in counter attacks, or it depends. It's gonna be quite a bit to get him organized in clan boss. Now the A2 Hellburn attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 100% chance of placing a HP burn debuff for 3 turns. Also places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns. When used against bosses, will instantly activate any HP burn debuffs, including HP burn debuffs placed by this skill. So this right here, guys, is kind of like the next enemy max HP hit sort of situation. This thing right here, it deals insane damage. Like, I can't wait to actually show you what sort of damage he deals. And if you're asking me now, before we even move into testing the champion, Skratch, is this guy ninja worth it for me? Absolutely. Is the second best free legendary you're gonna get in the game after Sile of the Drakes, right? And honestly, even if you pair them together, they're gonna be amazing. You have a reviver, a support champion, and you have the damage dealer. And then if you wanna have the third free legendary champion, which got a bit of a buff as well, V6, she's not bad at all at the moment. She can be a CC next to Ninja as well. His A3, honestly, it puts Pixniel to shame. Cyan Slash, on a 4-turn cooldown fully booked, attacks all enemies, 100% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. When targeting a boss, will only attack the boss, not all enemies, and will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Will also decrease the cooldown of the Hellburn skill by 1 turn. Now that right there sounds pretty good, right? We're gonna get a decreased cooldown on the A2, making it a bigger use of it. We're gonna use it more often. AoE freeze, 100% chance. Wow, Pixniel. And then ignores 50% of the defense if we hitting a boss. His passive, Escalation, increases Ninja's attack by 10% up to 100 and crit damage by 5% up to 25. Each time a single enemy is hit by all 3 of Ninja's active skills in a single round, this effect can occur multiple times against the same enemy. When fighting bosses, will increase Ninja's attack by 20% up to 100% and crit damage by 10% up to 25% instead. So you don't really need to give him 5 million attack, he's gonna get attack from his passive. Same with crit damage, extra crit damage is awesome, right? Now from what I'm aware, and I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm only like 99.99%, this only affects the base stats of the champion with 100% attack. So basically, you'll be getting 100% of 1509 rather than 1000% of 4000, okay? So you're not gonna get 8k attack, you're gonna get 1500 plus whatever else is on the champion. That's kind of how it works. From what I understood, if no, will be like really broken. I don't think they've done something like that. So we've seen the skills on the champion. This is the build, right? I have a cruel set, I have an attack set, and I have a crit rate set. That's the weapon right there. That's the helmet right there. That's the shield right there. Crit damage gauntlet, attack chest piece, speed boots. Then we have attack ring, crit damage amulet, and we have an accuracy banner. Total stats on the champion, we have 36,000 HP, 4.4k attack, 1.7k defense, 185 speed, 106 crit rate, a bit of an overkill there with the crit rate, 201 crit damage, 237 accuracy. Masteries, we have offense and support tree. Why have I went with this? Now I wanna have that defense down more reliable from him, right? So I gave him sniper, I gave him master hexer as well. I'm still not fully 100% sure how that HP burn kind of works, so I'm gonna pay more attention to it. Then on the offense tree, this time around, because I'm testing him for damage on waves and everything like that, I gave him Helm Smasher. But if you decide to run him for clan boss and you decide to run him for bosses mainly, not the waves, because you have a seer or something else nuking down the waves, go with War Master, you'll be getting better damage overall, you know. Now, that's everything that we gotta see on Ninja. First, of course, we're gonna go straight to the Dragon, not to the Fire Knight. I'm so used to click on the Fire Knight because that's mainly what I'm farming. But we go right here, stage 20. The build we have right here doesn't deserve stage 25 or a 24. So we're gonna go on this stage right here. I'm gonna use him without Bad Alcazar actually. I'm gonna have attack up from Duchess. Tyrell is in there just for attack down. And we're gonna have Venus, right? Now, let's give it a go and see how exactly we'll play like this. His AI, okay, so let me put that down. His AI animations, let's have a quick look at that. So he used the A3. But look at that, man. Look at that. That damage, honestly, is pretty impressive with the build he has. So that damage was pretty impressive. Animation looked pretty cool, the way he slashed with that sword there. Again, bang, bang. That was the A2, I would assume. I should change his position with Tyrell, actually. Be able to see him better. Oh no, the A1 landed a defense down. Sweet. But we gotta see him on the boss, right? 32k hit, pretty decent. I like that he actually has 100% chance to freeze. He can be a great CC overall, you know? Definitely, it can work amazing for dungeons. Now, would I really use him on Doom Tower waves? You can, if you want to have a full freeze, but is he really the right place to use this champion in? Probably not. Bosses, guys. Dungeons, 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 and clan boss. If you want to use him for arena as a nuker, I'm pretty sure he's not going to disappoint in there either. We're going to get to try him in there in a second as well. So, shooting with a bow, that was the A3. Like, look at all those numbers there. It actually ramped up a lot of damage. So, we're going to run a different run on manual as well, guys. This right now is not booked, right? We don't have him booked. Not to say we're missing a lot of... Look at all that, right? Not to say we don't have him fully booked, but the gear as well. He doesn't have crazy stats, right? So he's still performing pretty good. Like, man, let's give it another go. 1.5 million damage. I'm going to actually do this right here. Take Tyrell out and just bring somebody else instead of Tyrell. I'm not even sure who should I bring in instead of Tyrell. I'm just gonna bring more support champions, so nobody else deals damage. I think that should be... And I'm gonna use Pixniel just for the memes. No, I'm not actually. I'm just messing with you. Would have been fun, huh? Okay, so... Funny, he's still on the other side. Okay. I'm gonna have to back out now. I wanna bring him just here, man. Don't move him on the other side again, game. Okay, there we go. So we can actually see him in better action. Now, we don't really need that veil from Duchess, right? But check that out. So, Raglin, she's just in here just to fill the spot. We're gonna use this skill right here. So let's put that down and let's have a quick look at the numbers. 61k, pretty good, right? And we freezed everybody. Seems like we didn't have a 100% chance to freeze the rest of the champions. Sorry, not everybody. Because he's not booked, right? But once we're gonna book him, we're gonna freeze everyone as long as we don't get resisted. The animations are pretty cool on him as well. I'm just trying to quickly get it up and running so we can get him in for another spin here. Okay. Come on, Duchess. Move a bit faster. 10x on Duchess starting on Saturday, guys. Absolutely amazing. The accessory actually came in place so we could use this again. But we're actually gonna go with this 3 times at random, right? 35k, 34k hit each. We landed HP burn for 3 turns there, 3 turns there. So that is pretty good. The A1 is when he shoots the bow. We're gonna see that animation in a second. But he's gonna use his A3 first there. He should be running that now, actually. There we go. 40k hit with the A1. Pretty decent with the build we have at the moment and not being fully booked. We want to get at the boss. I'm actually going to stop it there, manual, and we're going to pay attention to that A2, guys. So then when we change the build, we don't have to do that again. We're just going to see the pure damage he deals, you know. Let's see. Come on, Ninja. Get them all done. Butter them all. Okay. Let me do that. So we use the animation on the A1. Let's land that defense down. Weaken. We do have attack up. So let's just do this. So we have no HP burn. Okay, we gotta pay attention to the numbers a bit. So we landed the HP burn, we detonated the HP burn as well. Now, I feel like maybe if I would have HP burn before it, right, I think I'll be popping up more damage. So that's something I'm gonna have to pay attention to. Again, I'm not gonna use that with Venus now. I'm gonna wait till he gets the turn again with that skill. So I'm landing HP burn before he goes and see if we're ramping up more damage, you know. I haven't played with him a lot, guys, so honestly, That's why we gotta have a look together here, make sure he actually performs well. I'm sure he does though. Like, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the champion. The damage he deals on bosses is very, very powerful. Like, not even messing around. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna use that. Ignore 50% of the defense. Bring that attack up back again. We have defense down and weaken. We're gonna land the HP burn now and then come in play with his A to right here. So we already have HP burn, okay? I wish I could put it like in super slow-mo. So we detonated the HP burn 3 times, right? That means that if you have it before he detonates it, you're still gonna land it with the last hit. So the first hit is not gonna detonate, the HP burn is gonna land with that hit. That's what I've seen so far. So correct me if I'm wrong, if that makes sense to you. It should, because I don't really see any other way to explain it. But honestly, I'm well impressed. I really thought that they're gonna make like a match champion because it's for free, and why not? They just went for the promotion, but they actually delivered this time around with the champion. He does require 13 books. That's kind of like the only bad thing about him, you know. The book requirements are pretty high, I would say. And I know a lot of you guys probably won't get to book him anytime soon, but you've seen Ninja in action without being booked. 2 million damage, more than Venus actually. That's a good thing. Now I'm gonna give him a run in a arena. Now I'm in the middle of Gold 4 right now, man, so this is gonna be pretty harsh to find a proper team. I'm gonna do my best to find a decent one. We have a Krisk right here. This looks pretty good. Rector. Now, of course, we're gonna get weak hits against Rector. Celavi, we can't have them all. Let's just see what sort of numbers he throws in with that. And probably the team we're fighting is honestly not such a bad team. Let's strip the buffs. Put him to sleep because we don't have him speed tuned with the team. He's not fast enough to start wrecking everybody. Are we gonna freeze that Skull Crown? That's my main question. Hopefully. And Herding, if we freeze him, it's gonna be great. We freezed everybody. Beautiful. So Krisk survived. Of course, we landed attack down on him from Krisk's passive, so that reduced a bit the damage as well. He's not the most recommended champion for arena, guys, because his kit is mainly resuming on bosses, you know, like he's gonna be amazing for bosses. That doesn't mean that he's bad for other parts in the game, but it's not like his main thing, you know. Okay, so we've done that. Ninja. Now I'm quickly gonna change the build and fully book the champion as well. And we're back at it with a new build, guys. A Savage set and a crit damage set. Total stats on the champion, we have 30k HP, 5.9k attack. That's pretty crazy. 1.8k defense, 183 speed, 102 crit rate, 263 crit damage, 237 accuracy. The champion is fully booked as well. I haven't changed the masteries from before, so masteries are still the same like before, guys. They are 6 Helm Smasher. Let me quickly show you the gear. So that's the weapon. I heavily focused on attack, crit damage, crit rate, speed, right? Because I want him to deal damage. That's his main purpose with this build at the moment. I want to see if that AoE skill can actually deal some good damage and how it works on a solid damage build, right? He's gonna have an insane amount of attack when his passive comes in play as well. That's the helmet right here. You guys can see the substats are literally what I just told you. That's kind of the only thing I'm focusing on, the gear, you know. Attack chest piece, crit damage gauntlet, attack boots. We have an attack ring, crit damage amulet, and we have an accuracy banner. Again, speed, attack. That's what I look to have on the accuracy banner. Let's take him in for a spin on stage 20 and see how is he gonna perform with this build here. Because that's where we've seen his performance with the previous build we had on him, right? Like, a good champion is gonna be good on a different builds, guys. It's gonna be good with different stats, right? The main idea is the more stats you have, the better stats you have, the more damage he's gonna deal, right? It's just normal like in any other game. So let's see the damage. one-shotting some 150k, 106k, and the rest are almost battered as well. Now, they freezed because we have him fully booked, right? So we have 100% chance to freeze the waves. Great for CC. Now, if you guys are asking me, Skratch, would you build Ninja purely for damage? Is that the main idea you want him to do, to deal damage on waves, the way he does it right now as well? Is this the best build on him? Probably not. Like, I just wanted to see what numbers he can throw out, you know? I would give him attack, I would give him crit damage, I would probably still give him a salvage set, but I would not go so crazy on attack, for example. We are getting some more attack from his passive as well. Instead of it, I'll probably just focus a bit of more speed, a bit of more crit damage, because why not, and a bit of more accuracy if needed, right? But I wouldn't be going crazy 100%. That's the way you gotta run Ninja. You wanna run lots of damage for the waves. Not really, guys. You want him to make sure he's ramping up damage on bosses. Like this skill right here, how I specified, is kind of like the next enemy max HP sort of situation. And I haven't tried him in the spider, but probably this does not work in the spider the same way Sisia works, because this is 3 times at random. So it won't be making a huge difference. It will take 3 HP burns if you already have it landed on the spider webs or on the spider. So it's not gonna make a huge difference, you know. But look at that. Beautiful, beautiful damage, man. Honestly, like, really, really nice damage. 132k hit with the A1. What a difference. 133k with the A2. A3, sorry, my bad. That was the A3. The A2 ramps up so much damage. It's actually crazy just to see all the numbers. Doom, 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 doom. And yeah, he's a multi-hitter champion, right? So I think it will be just fair to take him in on the Fire Knight. What can he do in the Fire Knight, guys? So let's have a quick look there. So that's the team we're gonna try him into for the Fire Knight, guys. I'm gonna have a Lure, Seer for the first wave at least, and of course we're gonna have Lydia for defense down, weaken, and extra buffs. And seems like my neighbors are just going crazy, drilling something, so I do apologize if the background noise is too loud, guys. I just want to see him on the boss here on the Fire Knight, right? Is he gonna speed up a bit my team maybe with the damage he deals? So we freezed everybody. We haven't dealt a huge amount of damage, but then we didn't had attack up, we didn't have defense down on the enemies here, so I wouldn't expect him to deal that much damage with that skill. And honestly, yeah, you've seen that damage on the wave, on the dragon, on stage 20, was decent. Comparing him with different champions that I use that build on, I don't think he's like extremely hard hitter with the A3, you know. So probably if you're using him for waves, I wouldn't rely on him as much just for waves, you know. I feel like you need a different champion to deal with it as well. It's good to CC them, but it will take him a bit of time to kill them, you know. The main idea is here. That's what I kind of want to see, you know. So we use the A3. We got that A2 up and running, hopefully. Look at all that damage. Look at all that damage. Now with the War Master here as well, that would ramp up a bit the damage more. So I'm gonna make another video with him in Clan Boss, guys. I'm gonna try him a bit in Clan Boss, see if I can figure out some different sort of teams to run him into. I can put him on a high defense team, that's fine, and it's gonna work just fine. But I wanna see if I can throw him in on a 2-man-eater team. See if I can actually get it done. So I think he might have a potential to be in our Fire Knight teams, guys. We just gotta have a look at what options we have out there. If I would replace that Duchess with the Chimera and have enough damage for Seer to kill the waves, I think like Ninja on the actual boss, he'll be better than Krutraxa, better than Coldheart. So that's something I really gotta check out and have a look. But that was Ninja, guys, on the Fire Knight, on the Dragon. We've seen what he was capable to do. Very, very impressive on bosses. I feel like he's the next big thing for bosses, guys. Not for the spider, how I specified, but for the rest. Do let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the champion? How many of you guys are actually gonna book the champion, take him to 60 ASAP? And yeah, tell me, you like it or you don't like it. But appreciate all of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.